a mouth-watering World Cup 2022 quarterfinal which promises goals takes place at the Lusail Iconic Stadium on Friday evening, as the Netherlands do battle with Argentina. Louis van Gaal's men overcame the USA 3-1 to book their spot in the last 8, while the South American champions got the better of Australia 2-1 to keep their hopes of glory alive. Match preview: Cody Gakpo's hot streak in front of goal may have come to an end against the USA, but Van Gaal's effervescent wingbacks shouldered the goal-scoring burden in Saturday's last 16 battle, where the Yanks failed to build on a fast start and were punished for it. Denzel Dumfries provided identical assists for identical goals for Memphis Depay and Daley Blind in the first half, and while Haji Wright's unorthodox flick gave the USA a glimmer of hope, Blind turned provider for the in-demand Dumfries to volley home unchallenged to settle the match. Van Gaal did little to justify his claims that the Netherlands were not a boring side when the USA put them under the cosh in the opening exchanges. But Orange sure did teach their American counterparts a lesson in ruthlessness to make the quarterfinals for the third time in a row. Indeed, the Netherlands have now reached the last 8 in 4 of their last 5 World Cup tournaments, the outlier being a last 16 elimination in 2006, and they progressed to the semi-finals in both 2010 and 2014 before miserably failing to qualify for the Russia edition. Not since 1994 have the 2010 runners-up failed to win a quarter-final match at the World Cup, and the Netherlands' unbeaten streak in all competitions now stands at a whopping 19 matches. But something has to give when two attacking heavyweights battle for supremacy. The script had been written for Lionel Messi to end his knockout hoodoo in his 1000th career match, and the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner finally scored his first non-group stage World Cup goal in trademark Messi fashion against Australia, who did not go down waving the white flag. The Paris Saint-Germain veteran found the back of the net with a low finish before Julian Alvarez robbed Matthew Ryan of the ball for Argentina's second, much to the amusement of the goalkeepers. Copenhagen rival Kamil Grabara, before Craig Goodwin's deflected strike gave Australia dreams of an improbable turnaround. The Socceroos very nearly did the unthinkable through Newcastle United-bound teenager Garang Kuol in the final few seconds. But Emiliano Martinez produced a vital save to send Argentina through to the last 8, albeit in very nervy fashion. Argentina most recently progressed from the quarterfinals in 2014 en route to finishing as runners-up, but they had lost their last 3 ties in the last 8 before that in 1998, 2006 and 2010, and their hopes of glory have ended at the hands of European teams 9 times in a row since the inaugural 1930 edition. History therefore does not favor Lionel Scaloni's men, but a 13-game scoring streak in all competitions does, and La Albiceleste would do well to wrap Messi up in cotton wool as they attempt to end a barren streak in previous meetings with the Dutch. Indeed, Argentina have failed to score in each of their last 3 matches versus the Netherlands, who have held La Albiceleste to 2-0-0 draws in their most recent 2 World Cup meetings, winning the 2014 semi-final on spot kicks. But the last thing that the Qatar tournament needs is yet another goalless affair. Team news: the Netherlands were briefly handed a scare with Jeremy Frimpong before the win over the USA, but the Bayer Leverkusen right-back formed part of a fully fit squad for that game, and Van Gaal should have everyone available for the quarter-final too. Inter Milan centre-back Stefan de Vrij could not train on Sunday due to discomfort, but he has since returned to the group to challenge the established order of Jurrien Timber, Virgil van Dijk and Nathan Ake, although he will likely be fighting a losing battle there. Depay's opener against the USA made it 24 goals in his last 30 outings for the Netherlands, as well as 10 assists, and the Barcelona attacker should once again partner up with Gakpo in an untouched Dutch 11. As far as Argentina are concerned, Sevilla attacker Papu Gomez came off with a sprained ankle in the 50th minute against Australia and is a doubt for the contest. But Angel Di Maria is stepping up his recovery from a quadriceps problem and should be fit to replace his stricken teammate. Scaloni has no injury concerns elsewhere and continues to keep faith in the centre-back pairing of Christian Romero and Nicolas Otamendi, which should remain as it is despite constant pressure from Lisandro Martinez. The likes of Angel Correa and Leandro Paredes were put through their paces in a training ground 11 earlier this week, but neither man will be expected to edge out Di Maria or the impressive Enzo Fernandez for a start in the quarterfinal. Netherlands' possible starting lineup: Noppert, Timber, Van Dijk, Ake, Dumfries, De Jong, De Roon, Blind, Klaassen, Gakpo, Depay. Argentina possible starting lineup: Martinez, Molina, Romero, Otamendi, Acuna, Fernandez, De Paul, McAllister, Di Maria, Messi, Alvarez. Netherlands 2-2 Argentina. The footballing gods should not deliver another drab 0-0 with so much offensive talent on the Lusail field and the Dutch's penchant for lightning quick counterattacks. And both sides also possess a slight vulnerability to suggest that a high-scoring affair should be on the menu. Stalemates between the Netherlands and Argentina have been commonplace at the World Cup, and we do not expect that theme to change here. So Scaloni's side may have to rely on their penalty kick prowess to set up a semi-final clash with Croatia or Brazil.